What's up, guys? This is Dumark. Welcome back to my channel. And today I'm going to talk about how to paint skin. So I've seen a lot of videos about how to paint skin, and I thought I'd, just take a shot and show how I do it using this artwork. So while I was painting, it just came to me, why don't I do a video about how I paint black skin in particular? But this can be applied to other forms of drawing as well, like drawing lighter or darker skin tones. So I'm just going to break down a couple things before I get started. Firstly, when you're painting skin, especially darker skin, it's more reflective than other shades because of contrast. So contrast is the relationship between dark and light parts of your piece. So the greater the difference between the dark and the light, the greater the contrast. So this is obviously not finished, so don't take this as a finalized version of the work, but it will give you some of the basics. So I'm going to be painting this portion of the artwork. This is a hand holding an egg as part of the composition. I'm also not going to solo it because the only parts that are necessary are the parts that are showing. I'm going to use the same technique that I used for this hand for this one. And here's what I do. A lot of people say not to use a soft brush, but I use a soft brush, and I make sure that I lock my layer. The base color is laid out already, so this is the base color or base skin tone. I use my own hands and sometimes references on my computer just to have an idea of the structure and form of the hand. So what I like to do is also consider the light source, and though this piece is surreal, I would say that the light source is hitting directly on the face, just a slight upward angle. So the bottom part is going to be dark. So I'll just choose a darker color, and then the place that is furthest away from the light, I just darken. What's going on here? Yeah, this is also an example of contrast in motion. So the base color is already dark, so by adding another dark layer on it, you won't really see the results that much because there's very little contrast between the base color and the color that I'm applying. But not to worry, we'll add that back in. So just keep in mind the form first. So boom, I've added some darkness. Then I remember the other side is lighter, so I take a lighter color, basically the same color because it is the skin tone. So I take a lighter color and put it on the other side. Darker, lighter. All right. So let me finish that up with using a darker color in between the segments of the finger at this side and this side. There we go. Now in between the lighter part and the darker part, I choose another similarly light color and add it there. And I do the same thing for the finger under. And now we're starting to see the form. And I do the same thing for the thumb. And when I zoom out, I can start to see the form of the hand. This isn't the only thing you do. You also consider the fact that when it comes to dark-skinned hands, the palm is a lighter color. So I choose another light color, and then I apply that to the places that I would consider part of the palm. Make sure you have a reference so that you can make sure you're selecting the right portions. So this is basically how you start painting skin. Once you have this down and you have a reference, you'll be able to paint anything. For more videos like this, please subscribe. Thanks for watching, and tune into the next one.